Stickers now, so literally I'm everywhere. 100 different shoes, still feel the need to cop a fresher pair. These motherfuckers treat me like it's just my second year. Fool, you better get prepared. Don't know about you, but all my rhymes is deadly here. Frick Park Market, where we kicking out the garbage. Sick bars, I've been a boss, so stick around and watch it. Did a fit around, no college campus, chillin' right on top of planet Earth. Fuck who's first, it's just bout who the hardest on my own too. Fuck who's saying different. Every time I rhyme, I get that Tony feeling. I'm the starter, you were feeling. You a martyr, I'm just killing. Getting harder with each time I write. Wish I could rewind last night. I had so much fun just kicking it and going in. Don't call me Malcolm if you didn't fucking know me then. And if you lonely, girl, I could be your only friend. You got some shit to say, I suggest you hold it in.
Thanks for listening to another episode of YHST. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Cochran. I'm the high school teacher.
And I'm your other host, Mr. Tony Marini, if you don't mind, sir.
And today, we watched The Foreigner, and you can watch the review of The Foreigner from earlier this week. And this is a new version of the podcast, and we don't really know what we're doing.
This is the second half of the podcast, so now we can be silly gooses.
Yeah.
I have a story for you.
Okay.
So yesterday was a fairly nice day. Pretty nice.
Yeah,
it was like
good.
60.
Yeah.
So I get a call from my dad.
Okay.
And he wants to go out to the range and hit some golf balls.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, fuck yeah,
Sweet.
right? So I'm just in jeans, whatever, right? Normal.
Uh-huh.
I think I had like a zip up on, kind of like now.
Okay.
I roll up to the range and I meet him up, and we go into I'm walking with him, and we go into the clubhouse. It's like, you don't need to go in the clubhouse to get golf balls. He's like, you just want to play 9? I was like, all right, we can play 9.
Yeah.
No carts.
You had to walk it? The whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
Or the whole 9?
Yeah.
Is that your first time?
It's not my first time.
Uh-huh.
I used to walk before I could drive a golf cart.
Yeah.
So,
It's been some years.
14 or whatever.
Oh, right.
Woo-wee. Oh,
Yeah?
man.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, brutal. It was brutal.
You see those old men walking those courses all the time.
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I was like on hole 2, and I was like, I'm not going to fucking make it.
Well, and you had to also rent those bunk-ass
I
carts.
Bunk-ass carts.
Right.
Jeans.
Uh-huh.
My golf shoes. Legs that don't do that much walking. I'll tell you what, though, man. We were out there, and it was like brisk.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 45, 50.
Sure.
It's probably more than 50.
Yeah.
It wasn't 45. That's kind of cold. But it was brisk,
Uh-huh.
and there was nobody out there.
Uh-huh.
Dude, can't beat it.
Pretty good?
It was good, man.
How'd you shoot?
You know what? Not too bad.
That's good.
Not too bad. I'm getting better. I am complete dog shit, but I am getting better. I swing too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Me strong.
Just crank it.
Strong. Me.
Tony, strong.
Yeah, strong.
Tony,
Swing.
strong man.
Swing fast. Me, man. Yeah. So I'm working on that. But, overall, just go out there and hang with my dad.
That's one of the biggest monkey brains of them all, right?
Oh.
Is like out there with a golf ball.
Harder. Faster. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But to go out there and chill with him, man, it was awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so I got my first round of the year on March 14th or whatever.
I thought about it last year, about getting lessons, taking some more lessons again.
Yeah.
Took some lessons some years ago. Want to take some lessons again.
Yeah.
Just to get back into the rhythm.
That's my thing, is I never fucking practice.
Yeah.
I just go play, so you never get better.
Right.
You have to practice and figure out why you stink.
Mm-hmm.
And then work on it.
Right.
But for me, I just go, me, man, and hit the ball, and then I continue to stink.
Yeah.
But it's super enjoyable, man.
That's cool. That's fun.
Yeah.
Are you excited for the weather change like that?
Yeah, up to a certain point. I don't
Right.
like it when it's hot.
Yeah.
I'm more of a cold being.
It doesn't really get that hot up here, though. In comparison, right? I mean, hot. You lived in Austin.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't get that
It's
hot.
funny because in Austin, the season is like opposite.
Oh.
You go out in the winter
Uh-huh.
because it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in the summer.
Right.
Too fucking hot.
Uh-huh. Too hot.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 115.
That's hot.
That's really hot.
That's pretty hot.
It's not 115 all the time, but it was 100 straight days of over 100 degrees. Yeah. It's wild.
That's too hot.
It's hot. But I'm much more comfortable in the cold. Like yesterday when I was out there, fucking perfection.
Yeah.
Perfection.
Yeah, that feels good.
I love that.
I got a story for you.
Yeah, let's hear it.
It's on the polar opposite side of your story.
Okay. You were playing curling.
There's not really a story. I just got so angry at a gas station attendant the other day. This like middle-aged gas station
You're right. That is
attendant
opposite.
Dude, I was so livid with this woman. As soon as I walked in, she was smoking a cigarette,
Inside?
eating food, talking on the phone behind the register.
Smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Where were you?
I was at the Sitco in St. John.
Okay.
It's weird how St. John, Indiana can be it's one of the top 100 places to live in America.
I think it's like one of the top 20.
It's top.
Yeah.
It's high. It's definitely high. Even top 100 is
St.
very
John's
high.
dope.
And then they got that Sitco.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Exactly. Dude, so instantly when I walked in, I was just like...
Is it close to a Walgreens?
Yes. It's
I know
right
exactly the one you're talking about. Yeah.
And I got so angry with her from the moment I walked in, from the moment I was talking to her.
Were you in a bad mood?
Yeah, kind of. I guess my back has been bothering me because I'm old, so I think I was kind of cranky about my back bothering me.
Yeah.
And then I walked into that, and I was just like, "You're just a shithead. This is all just." I mean, that's a shithead thing to do. Don't smoke in an inside building. Cigarettes.
That is
smoking cigarettes.
Kind of wild.
Wild.
Definitely not in the rule book.
Yeah, can't do that.
No,
can't do that.
Eating and talking on the phone. I mean, you work at a gas station, do whatever you want.
So then that was my thing too, is like, sometimes I get mad at people who are just like on the phone while they're behind a register, or they got AirPods in their ear while they're listening to music, while they're ringing people up.
AirPods are fine.
And I get so angry about it.
Mad?
I get so angry. I'm like, I have this like 1950s, like, you're supposed to be nice to me and be like, hello, sir, how are you doing today? Like, like I have this stupid like consumerism mentality. And
customer comes first.
So I asked her, I was like, I need 20, and then I fucking forgot the number because her actions made me forget the number. So I go, it's the green car out there. She goes, I don't know the numbers. You're just going to have to go out there and tell me. And I was like, oh. So I like marched out there again, looked at the number. I had my PJs on, so I'm fucking dragging my pajamas across this stupid.
So, you're just as bad as her.
Yeah, I went out with PJs on. Yeah.
You're just as bad as her.
It was pretty bad.
A couple of cranky hillbillies fucking yelling at each other.
She was so sassy with me.
Yeah.
And then I just got in my car and drove home.
You didn't get gas?
No, I got it. I took care of it. I would
have respected you more if you didn't get gas.
It just went home.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That would have been so great.
That would have been sweet.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. Yeah, I mean, I get that, too. Like, I don't know. It's tough for me to say because that job stinks.
That job stinks.
Yeah.
That's a stinky job.
So if I want to talk on the phone,
exactly.
Go fuck yourself. Use a credit card, idiot.
Right.
Like, that's what I would have said.
Exactly.
Like,
I know.
But there's one guy, there's a vape store that I go to, and he's like, I don't know, Middle Eastern, and he's always on the phone.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's listening to something.
Always on the phone.
Or talking on the phone.
Yeah.
But it doesn't bother me.
Right.
Can't understand what they're saying. But they don't seem to care about the conversation either. Like, he's like, oh, I don't care. The guy's still talking on the other side. He's like, oh, what can I get for you?
Yeah.
I was like, is that important? Like, I don't want to be in the way. Like, don't let me be in the way.
Right.
If that's important.
Yeah.
It does, but it doesn't seem important. It's pretty funny, man.
I don't see, and if I'm on the phone with somebody, I'm trying to be dialed into that conversation. And if I have to do something, I tell the person on the phone, like, hey, hold on a second.
Yeah.
And I do it. Is that like an American culture thing?
I don't know. Like, yeah, that's a good point. Like, is it a cultural thing where, like, are they just on a call with like 10 people and we're just catching up? And
when's the last time you've had a phone call like that where it was like group calls? Those are stressful.
Does work count?
No.
Okay. 1999.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. But that used to be a thing, though.
That was a thing.
Like, that was definitely a thing. I think, like, before texting, not before texting, but we definitely all had cell phones.
Sure. Like middle school.
It's
It was
I'm
like
talking
cool
to Sean. Hold on. Let me click you over.
Uh-huh.
And then it's me, you, and Pete.
Right.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
Yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
The fact that you were talking to 3 people instead of 2 people
is
or
a
one
cool
person.
feature.
Yeah. It was cool. It
And
was
nobody
super
uses it anymore.
Yeah. They tried to do the multi FaceTime where you could like FaceTime with like 10 people on your phone or
that's cool.
something. I don't think iPhone was doing it, but I think Samsung had the capabilities of it.
It's
And-
hard enough to get one person on FaceTime, though.
Yeah.
Like, out of the however many contacts you have in your phone, how many of those contacts can you cold call FaceTime? No warning.
Like 3.
Yeah, right.
3.
I think mine might be 1.
Yeah. Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Because you're the only person that I know that uses it.
right. It's you, my girlfriend, and my grandmother.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She texted me the other day. Old lady fucking texted me.
I got one. I got my mom. I was trying to show her something, so I just FaceTimed her.
Yeah.
And then you just see kind of the ceiling. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "I'm sorry." It's very rude.
To FaceTime?
Cold call FaceTime.
Cold call FaceTime is
Yeah.
rude.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I get those from one of my buddies and his girlfriend, though, sometimes, too.
Okay. Those are fun because
Super fun.
Is it
If
because-
they're in a group and you're, like, going to meet up the group and the whole group hits you on FaceTime, that's a good time.
FaceTime in the bars, not a fan of.
Well, it's impossible to hear.
Like, you know, whether someone will FaceTime you out at the club or at the bars, and you're like, why? I can't hear you.
Yeah.
I see that you're having fun while I'm sitting at home on the couch, not having fun like
Right.
you. What are you trying to do? Rub it in my face?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you're trying to
Well,
do.
it's because every time you're at a bar, everything seems like a good idea.
Right.
Like, let's FaceTime Sean.
Yeah, let's rally. He'll come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Exactly.
always the thought process, though.
Right.
If you got a wounded soldier that's at home
Yeah.
and you're out with the boys, we got to rally this guy.
Right.
We got to get him back in the fight.
Man down.
Man
We
down.
got to get him.
We're going to do everything in our power.
Exactly.
But that's beer speaking.
Yeah, that's not you speaking. That's beer speaking.
And then on the other side, where there's no beer,
yeah.
not so fun.
Right.
But if you're at a bar with a group of people, and I'm at a bar with a group of people,
Yeah.
and said group is going to connect, and then you FaceTime me,
Right.
party.
Yeah. Yeah. Game over.
Look
Yeah.
who it is. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's wild, man.
That's fun.
It's fucking wild.
It is wild.
Such a goofy thing. I wonder how many people use FaceTime on a regular basis.
I think a lot of people.
Think so?
I think so. You know, I mean, and there was like this Day in Glass commercial that came out some time ago, and it was
Day in Glass?
Yeah, it was like showing all the futuristic possibilities of like what glass technology can do.
Oh, sure.
And like one of those things was like FaceTime, but it wasn't just your face, it was your entire body. So like they had this like glass mirror and they were able to FaceTime with somebody around the world, and you could see their whole entire body.
That's awkward.
But you know what would be cool is like, you know, you think about the viddy times, right? And during the viddy times,
Oh, sure.
we had not had the opportunity to talk to certain people or hang out with certain people.
Yeah.
With something like that, you could like literally just like eat a bowl of cereal in front of them and just shoot the shit.
That's weird.
You don't like that?
Just prop up your FaceTime. I never know what to do with my hands.
Well, whether it's virtual or whether it's in person, you still have that issue.
Right, but if I'm FaceTime, then it's just me. My
Right.
face.
Well, what do you do in person? Do you still struggle with your hands?
Depends on the situation, but definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you're like this, you look like a psycho.
Yeah.
So you're like trying to,
Yeah.
you put your hand in
What's
your
your
pocket.
go-to?
This.
Hand in the pocket?
Yeah.
Hand in the
What's
pocket.
up, dude?
Yeah.
Phone in the other hand.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What's your go-to?
Well,
crossed?
the one that I think is the weirdest.
Hand on the back of the head?
The one that I think
Yeah,
the
yeah.
weirdest is the belt loop.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
That's the weirdest one.
Oh, I'll use that one.
Yeah?
Sure, dude. Yeah, I like that.
You'll
I like
loop it? You'll
Yeah.
loop it?
Give me in there.
Like a
What's
good
up,
old
partner?
like a good boy.
What's up, partner?
Like a good old boy. Huh?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Huh.
Or I'll do like one of these.
Oh,
The old half and half?
Yep.
Yeah, I got a fucking
Thumb through the loop.
Yeah.
Hand through the pocket. I'm a behind the back kind of guy.
Oh,
I've been like that for a long time too. That's not like
I do that in like formal settings.
And I think maybe because I work in a more formal setting,
That's true.
that it's just like a thing that I do. But no one else does it, like at work.
No, I like hand behind your back. Though.
I like hand. Like I even sit like that sometimes. It feels good to stretch out. You know, get all stretched out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I like the pocket.
Pocket.
Pocket's a comfortable place.
Yeah.
You know.
I always just feel cranky when I'm like this.
Yeah. Right. You look cranky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you gonna say?
Yeah. Exactly.
Right? Yeah. That's not. But there's a lot of people who stand like that, and then aren't that kind of person. I got a buddy who stands. This is his move.
Hands in the armpits.
Hands in the armpits, and honestly, it comes off more passive to the point where you're like, "Oh, it's just dunking."
Really?
Yeah, he's done.
I know him.
He's done it since the day I met him. We've never talked about it, but he does it all the time.
Does he listen to the podcast?
Probably, maybe.
No, he listen to this one.
Yeah, it might.
I like that.
Yeah, I do
I
too.
kind of like hands in the pits. It's a dangerous game.
It is a dangerous game.
Yeah, because if you're like around chicks or whatever,
Right.
you're like, hey, and then you go in for a hug, and then,
Hopefully they don't smell.
yeah, I guess.
Maybe it's a, hey, guess what? They don't smell.
Oh,
Right?
it's a like posturing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, hey,
Right.
check this out.
Look at me. Look at me. The armpits don't smell.
yeah, never a good, in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how anybody else feels about this.
Yeah.
Never a good initial first step to talk to a woman and go like this.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Probably not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know a lot about women.
Yeah.
But I feel like that would be not great.
We were talking about the last episode. We were talking about like how-to videos and
Yeah.
how like they should be like 90 seconds.
Yeah.
You should cut the fat and just do it.
Yeah.
That's what I want you to do. I think that's the Tony Marini way. Like how to, and then do like how to talk to girls. How to.
Well, I shouldn't do that one.
How
probably.
to. I don't know. Just any how to. How to. Give me a how to. How to stand. How to put on your pants. How to.
No, it's got to be something that's actually useful. But
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Maybe you have a really good way of putting on your pants that no one's ever heard of. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Just how to's. And they're 90 seconds. Just
That seems so stupid. I mean, that would be cool. It would be cool to actually do shit that was useful.
Yeah.
Like how to change your oil.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Like, you got to take out the oil filter and then drain the oil. Mm-hmm. And then you got to fill it up.
You know what would be a funnier how-to video for that? How to change your oil. You hop in the car, you drive to the oil station, and they fucking do it.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. I like that better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I could do that. But again, it's like a matter of like, what do I do?
Yeah, I don't know. We were talking about like being creative.
Yeah.
We said creative way too many times on the last episode,
150
too.
times,
like
probably.
a gang of times we said creative.
At least.
I don't think, I've thought about this. I don't think I'm a creative person, really. I really don't.
If you're not creative, then what the fuck am I? You're creative.
It's a reduce, reuse, recycle creativity. You just steal. Creativity is just stealing. If that's creative, that's, I guess, what I do.
No, you're mixing up creative and inventive.
Oh.
Inventive is, I found a new use for bookshelves.
Okay.
And you're not going to believe what it is with
Yeah.
the shitty thumbnail. Creative is, here's how you do this, and I thought of this idea, and things like that.
Oh, okay.
If you weren't creative, you wouldn't be able to write.
You don't think so?
No.
It's just like it doesn't seem always creative.
Because you're creating that story, right?
Yeah.
Best Friends Forever, you created the story. Oh, Jesus.
Like I said, I think it just, you okay?
I think so.
It just feels like I said, it feels like mathematics to me.
Nah, you're putting too much credit in creative.
I guess.
You can be creative a bunch of ways.
I
This
think-
is creative.
Yeah. Yeah.
This little thing we got.
It's a little. Yeah.
This is creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Creative.
don't know. I guess I'm just I'm thinking too hard. I think because Best Friends Forever is wrapping up.
Yeah.
And like I got to do something. Like
Right.
I have the itch for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, what do I?
I think
do?
sometimes that you look at things and look at the absolute very end of the scale, and then you look at yourself and you're like, I'm not this.
Right.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Can't
Because then
do
you'll
that.
never get anything done. I do that too. I do that too, for sure. Like, car community.
Right.
Like, oh man, it'd be sweet to have like anything. Like this X car.
Right.
But this guy's got every fucking car and this and that. And he knows so much about motors and shit that I don't know about. I'll never get there.
Right. So I'll just stop.
Yeah.
I'll just stop.
So I won't get anything.
Yeah.
Self-defeating. Yeah, you got to fight through that.
Yeah. I think I'm in it right now. I'm fighting for my life in the weeds
You're
right now
also
for
at
that.
the very beginning stages of trying to develop something that's creative.
That's new. Yeah.
So you'll get that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think you just got to bounce ideas, figure out the format. Talked about that a little last time.
I just feel like a deflated pool toy right now with creativity.
Useless?
Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Like you're out of ideas? Like you're drained a little bit?
It's not because I'm drained. It's just like, it came out of the box and it's just like this deflated pool toy and you're just like, ugh, I got to breathe into it to blow up all this fucking air.
Yeah.
I have to start, my cheeks hurt when I blow up a fucking pool toy, right?
Right.
Hurt to
Yeah.
the point where you're like, I don't even care about this rubber ducky.
No.
Don't care about it.
Right.
I don't want to lay on it.
Right.
Why does it even matter? The pool's already stupid. It's too cold. There's no reason to go into the pool. I hate the pool. The deck is stupid. I'm just going to go inside and watch TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
That's where I'm at right now.
Dude, I do that all the fucking time, man. I always compare myself to other people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, if I could only get to there. And then the steps are laid out in front of me. I'm like, fuck that.
Right.
Ugh, I'm good. But then you don't accomplish anything.
Right.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. It's just your stupid fucking monkey brain.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, you got to take one step and then you got to take the next step. And then when life punches you down, it's not about the punches. It's about how hard
That's
you can
even
stand
worse.
up. It's about how big you can get up. And not telling this person or that person of who you are. I love Rocky so much. Rocky 5 is fucking great.
Dude.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's just part of the process, man.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you start getting whatever it is, as soon as you start making some progress, then it's like, oh, this is dope.
Right.
Like, now let's turn it into something else.
Correct.
It's always daunting trying to look at a task.
Yeah.
Like, I want to fucking build a deck.
Right.
Jesus Christ. I don't even have the wood.
Right.
I don't have the nails. I don't have the stain. I don't know how to build a deck.
I don't even have the backyard.
No, right. Fuck. There's so many steps before I can actually build the deck.
Sure.
But then you...
And then I got to paint it,
Ugh, yeah, right.
you know?
Yeah. Then you pay somebody to build the deck.
Well, if you want to,
Yeah.
you know?
Then you're poor. Decks are expensive.
Or you're so rich that it doesn't matter.
Right.
So that's what I've been thinking about. There's like people on social media who are just like these rich people who just give out money to like artsy fartsy filmmakers. Like all different kinds of people. And they like promote the idea that they give money away to like artsy fartsy filmmakers.
Yeah.
So I started finding a couple of them and followed those motherfuckers. So I'm going to, maybe hit them up.
Have you ever heard of something called the lottery?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, that's such a scumbag thing to do.
You think so?
Yeah.
Someone's got to finance it, though.
Somebody's got to find... Not from your end, it's not a scumbag thing to do.
Uh-huh.
Look how good of a person I am. I gave this artist money.
Right.
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, they did it because they got their fancy pantsy name as an executive producer,
and
when the credits rolled,
and they were like, I'm going to give you $3,000, but I also made $45,000 on this YouTube video, so go fuck yourself. It's like, okay,
yeah. But also, that's kind of the game. So that's what I've realized is like a comedic director, as we established last week,
we did
is
establish
that you have to do that work. You have to play that role. You have to play that face. There's politics that go inside of it. I mean, you could be yourself, and you should be yourself. You got to be authentic. But there are those hats you have to wear. You know?
Yeah.
So when it comes to, and this is thinking about like 2023, but because 2022 is kind of already
Keep
mapped
going, I'm
out.
gonna get a beer.
So when it comes to thinking about 2022, that stuff is already mapped out about like what we're going to create, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it to some point. But the thing is that in the next go around, I know that I'm going to have to find financial sponsors, because if I want to create the pilot of the show that I've been thinking about and working on from 7 years ago, in order to do that, you have to get people who have money to back it.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, but I think it's about being able to present something for the money. It's like, it's a big difference if you go to somebody and say, hey, I have this idea.
Yeah.
Or if you go to them and say, hey, I have this idea, and also I've already done all this shit.
Right.
Like, you can see what I've worked on.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably similar to what it's going to look like.
Correct.
Are you interested?
Sure.
Right? So you did that.
Well, it's investors, you know, and you just have to build a resume. Yeah, I don't know. That's where I've been thinking.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
So
It's probably smart.
yeah.
So what'd you think about The Foreigner?
Dude, my expectations were so low for that movie, and we were supposed to watch Young Frankenstein, and I was very hyped up to watch Young Frankenstein because I've never seen it. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never seen the whole thing.
Yeah.
So then when we found out that we couldn't because it's not online, I struggled to like reconcile that we were going to watch anything. I mean, we paged through so many different movies, and every recommendation that like both of us threw out, even movies that I said, I was like, do I really want to watch that?
I did the same thing.
You know, and the only reason that I was like, okay, The Foreigner, was because you had already said, let's watch that a month ago.
Right.
And we never got around to watching it. So it was like almost like, okay, we were going to watch it, so I guess let's watch it. So expectations were this low, and that movie kicked ass.
It's pretty sweet, right?
It's fun.
Yeah, it's super fun.
So what makes it so fun?
Well, I think part of it definitely has to do with low expectations.
Yeah.
Like when you go into something with that low of expectations, and then the story's like cool, you're like, oh, this is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And then I think the second part would be, at least for me, the way that everything ties together in the movie is super fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very cohesive, well thought out story, and I respect the fuck out of that. And Jackie Chan's a badass.
Jackie Chan's a badass. Jackie Chan's always a badass. But yeah, the fact that it's it ends with satisfaction.
Satisfaction.
It ends
Satisfactory.
With, I am satisfactory at the end of that movie, because the people who need to die get got. They get got, dude.
Sweet justice, dude.
Dude, and he put semi-automatic rounds into that chick chest, and I was like, yes!
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because he gets the couple guys, and then he chokes out the guy that killed his daughter. It's like, fuck yeah. And then the chick's alive.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, they're going to send her to jail. He's like, no loose ends. And pop, 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 pop. And she's...
And her chest, jumps up, right?
Sick.
My thought was I couldn't stop giggling at the very end when the law enforcement is going to close in on him.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's so underwhelming. Because Jackie Chan already kicked ass. So, like, they're breaking down glasses and dropping the
Get on the
ceiling.
ground!
They're doing all this crazy stuff.
yeah.
And it's so funny because it's just like, you guys suck. You guys missed out.
Yeah, I know. It's
Sorry,
so fucking awesome.
too late.
Yeah, sorry.
It was so funny to watch that. Like, when the cop comes breaking the glass down, thinking he's a badass, and it's just like, you're a loser, dude.
Yeah,
Jackie Chan already got you.
Yeah, you got them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that movie a lot.
Cleaned house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Super cool. It's got a lot of stuff going on in it.
Sometimes, and it's not like over languagey difficult to hear.
No.
But I will say, like, listening to, and Jackie Chan is so Americanized at this point, but it is still difficult to jump back from an Irish accent to a British accent to a Chinese accent.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
My ears have to keep on changing.
Do you think that draws you in at all? Like, you have to, like, lean in, pay more attention?
Yeah. Like, when Pierce and the other guy are, like, arguing in the early segments, and they're, like, toe-to-toe with each other, like, in each other's faces, you're so drawn in because you're like, what the fuck are you saying, you Irish potato licker?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool movie, though.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a hidden gem on Netflix.
Very much so a hidden gem.
I like that.
If you have Netflix, which you do,
Yeah, right.
go watch it.
No shit.
Go watch that movie.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one for sure. There's just so many misses, though. That's the thing with Netflix.
So, yeah.
Like I told you last week about Worst Roommate Ever, because I'd watched the first episode.
Yeah.
I went back and, like, watched the next two. This show stinks. The first episode's really good. Super interesting.
That's why I don't like series, man.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just there to get you.
I'm watching this one now. It's called The Sons of Sam.
Oh, yeah.
And it's about David Berkowitz, but it's about the devil.
Seinfeld's van. I think you said Son of Sam.
Right. It's about the devil and the cult angle of it.
Okay.
And how there was more than one killer.
I don't know anything about that storyline.
So, I'll give you a quick one. So, David Berkowitz, he was originally called the 44 caliber killer.
Cool.
Later on, self-made name, Son of Sam. It turns out that his neighbor's name was Sam, and he had 2 children. And that the symbol that David Berkowitz used when he signed his letters to the police was a satanic symbol.
Okay.
And they talk about Sam's dog. Basically, the story is that Sam's dog told David Berkowitz to kill everybody.
Okay.
Right? But then this explores the possibility that the actual sons of Sam were in on it too. And it was part of like a ritualistic satanic thing, which is very cool and interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how true anything is because you just never know,
Right.
but it's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
David
Yeah.
Berkowitz, motherfucker, too, man.
Some of
Wild.
those you're just kind of exaggerating all of these.
Absolutely.
He was just a creep that liked to kill people.
Yeah. I watched one on the Green River Killer.
Okay.
Never heard of him before. Dude killed like 58 people.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's wild. Jack the Ripper killed 5 people.
Right.
And everybody knows
That's
Jack
a good
the
movie.
Ripper.
You ever see that movie? That's a good movie. It's called what the fuck is that movie called? It's not called Jack the Ripper. Maybe it is called Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
It's got Pirates of the Caribbean in it.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Yeah, Johnny Depp plays the detective. I think it's called Jack the Ripper. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Okay.
It showcases the who's almost the most presumed killer out of all, because they don't know. They never like found out.
Right.
But there's like one. He's a doctor, and he's the most presumed person to have been Jack the Ripper.
Okay.
Of the 1800s.
Right. Have you ever seen Zodiac?
No, never saw Zodiac. And
Ooh.
I've always wanted to watch that because David Fincher is the one who did that movie. He's also did Fight Club.
Okay.
Very good director.
Yeah.
So I've
Robert
always wanted
Downey
to see
Jr.'s in
That's
Zodiac.
right. Pretty good?
Really,
that's what I
really
heard.
good.
We should watch that.
Insanely good. Pretty long, though.
Okay.
It's probably 2.5.
Gotcha.
So, but I'm definitely down to check it out.
Yeah.
Want to watch that next week?
It's a
good one.
Okay.
It's a guaranteed good one.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, let's watch
Let's
it.
do that.
I'm like all on the hype train for movies now.
Yeah.
Because it's been forever since we watched these movies.
I know. Yeah, we didn't get to watch what we wanted to watch,
Yeah.
but we watched The Foreigner, and that was the first movie we watched in a month,
Yeah.
and it was a good one,
I enjoyed it.
which is always a bonus.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I have a web series on YouTube. It's on Fish Hook Studios. It's called Best Friends Forever.
Yep.
It's a dark comedy. It's really great. It's really funny. Go check it out.
Yeah, and then YHST is now split into 2 separate episodes. The first shorter episode is going to be strictly the movie review. Second episode is going to be what you just watched. Check out Cyber Shindig. Check out Some People Like Us. Go to Threadlist or YHST.threadlist.com for all our merch. And then I'll tell you what, Shawnee. Until next time.
Ciao.
All your bitches got the green bow. People worship these idols till they come in contact with God. Hoes is all my disciples, you get mind fucked with these broads. Life is just a recital, better remember all that you practice. When I die, throw a couple bad bitches in my casket. Whoa, think it's time for a revolution. Me and my dogs about to start a riot, still they sleeping, bet I'm eating. You and your people are on a diet. Tim Allen off home improvement, intelligent but we going stupid. This new shit, hit the strip club, see some hoes that I went to school with. Out in London like Lennox Lewis, bitch looking like Farrah Fawcett. I'm just trying to make better music, get this money, share the profits. Now this class getting led by students, smoke this weed, get head while I do it. Started out under the ground, they didn't fuck with me, now they all coming around. Money, I'm hunting it down, planting the seeds, working it, watching it grow. I got so many ways I could make money, I'll always be straight, I just thought you should know. Been on my grind, taking what's mine, I got my eyes on the throne. I'ma be fine no matter the time, we all go along with the show. Yeah.
That girl beautiful, she know the introduction. She ain't too good tonight, gotta get you groovy. There's some money in the building, gotta give it to me.